Hey guys, and welcome back to Opal&Mint. I am Ashley, and welcome to Watercolor Blooms. I have not filmed a Watercolor Blooms in probably 3 weeks, maybe a month. I am so sorry. Health has been in the way. I'm very sorry, but I wanted to try to sit down and film one today. So that's what we're doing. We're starting a brand new book. I had the Etcher sketchbook before and it is full. So we're gonna start this one. This is a little bit smaller, a little bit more inexpensive option. This is just a Funto book, and it comes in a pack of 2. And I've actually already been using the other one in my car, so I have some experience with it, but we're gonna use this today. And we're actually going to paint on the first spread. I hardly ever start on the first spread. I don't know why, but I actually did in the other one. And for some reason, it was very liberating to actually start on the first page. And is it just me? I don't know. I always feel like I'm gonna mess it up. I often start like on the second page, but we're gonna start here. And again, I'm not showing my face this morning. I'm sorry, I'm a disaster. But one quick note on this. This paper is very textured on one side, and then the other side is quite smooth. So you've got 2 different textures going on the different spreads in this book. So you could like that or hate it, but just something to note. Okay, so today I'm gonna I placed an order from Fumui because they've sent me stuff, but there's stuff I wanted to try out. And these, for some reason, I don't know if it's because they're white or because they're quill brushes, they just looked so pretty and I wanted them. So I got a size 8 and a 10. And I really enjoy using quill brushes. I have the Meeden ones and I have a Tintoretto one, which I love using. But these just fascinated me. So I'm going to wash the sizing, the glue off the bristles, and then we're gonna get started. Okay, I can already tell I'm going to love this bigger one. It is so floppy, and this is what I love about mop brushes. They're just so loose and kind of uncontrollable, but they're great for backgrounds. This had a lot of the sizing on it. It took quite a while. There's still a little bit in there. And then this one is it's still a floppy one, which I like, but it's just a little bit shorter, and I don't know, I think I'm gonna like them. So I don't know what I'm doing. I think what I want to do for this one, I want to just put color down, and then I want to lift the flower shapes out of it. So I'm not sure what color I want to use. I feel like I want to go kind of deep and maybe a mixture of colors. So I'm going to use these, that is Sweet Sweet Subscriber scent. Just some little paint swatches here. This one is Anthra Queen, I don't know, blue. PB60. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna the thing I love about these is they hold so much water, like I can just cover the whole page immediately. So I want this to be pretty soaked. I want this to stay wet for a little bit, so I am getting quite a bit of water and color on this. All right, and I want to do more than one color, so I'm going to put a little bit of gamboge in here. I just want to tap some in, and let's go in with a little bit of Hooker's green as well. Okay, so we have a lot of water, we have a lot of color going on here. Put just a little bit more of the blue. Oh yeah, that's pretty. All right, this might actually even be too wet because this brush holds so much water. I've put quite a bit down, but that is okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tilt this, whoa, and soak up just some of the excess water. Just so it's not as puddled. There we go. Okay, so now with the other brush, it is clean. I wet it and then tap it on this. We're just gonna lift out some petals. So all I'm doing is wetting my brush and lifting that color. And we're not gonna worry too much about a specific shape. We're gonna go in and put details on top of this, but I just wanna lift out just a general area for these petals, like so. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but it will get there. Okay, let's do another one over here. So I'm just lifting and then wiping on my cloth. Let's make this one a little bit more open. Lifting out those petals. Oh, that's pretty. It almost looks like I'm painting in white, but all you're doing is lifting that pigment that's there. All right, this one's gonna face, got my cloth stuck. How do I want this one to face? Maybe going up this way. This is a side facing one. One thing about white bristles is they will stain, especially with blue. All right, let's have one maybe coming off this way. And again, I don't know what kind of flower I'm painting. I'm just putting petals in. All right, I feel like it needs one more going up here. Okay, just lift. Beautiful. Oh, I like these brushes. Companies like to send, you know, brushes that are new, different ones that maybe they're wanting to, you know, promote and push. But I really like it when I just buy the ones that interest me the most. And I saw these on the website and I wanted to try them because I like this style of brush. Okay, so we have a general shape of these flowers. I'm gonna rinse this out. Yeah, see, those will be stained, but that's okay. These are, oh, this is so floppy and holds so much water. I love it. I'm trying to soak up a little bit more of this. Okay, I'm gonna dry this and then we're gonna go in with some details on these flowers. It'll make sense in a minute. Okay, it's not 100% dry, but it is drier. And I'm gonna take, actually I'm gonna take the Fumui travel brush. This is a short one. The round size 10. Oh, I haven't used this one yet. And I actually want to take the yellow first, and I'm going to put a little bit of this yellow in the center of the flowers. So I'm just going to put little lines coming out of the center. It's okay if you can't fully see your flower. We're going to define it. All right, this one's side facing, and then we'll do one here and coming up this way like so. Okay, all right, so there are where the flowers are. Let's take this blue. This blue is so pretty. Anthraquinone. I wish I knew how to say that. I'm so sorry. All right, so we're gonna get some of this rich deep blue, just kind of getting it all in my brush. And I am twisting and lifting so my brush comes to a nice point. And I want to start with this flower here. And I'm going to use that nice point and just kind of plop in some color and some just little sketchy lines. Okay, so get some really fine lines and then some thicker spots as well. Just kind of let your brush do what it wants a little bit. Let it dance on the page. And there are some wet spots on this, and so those lines are bleeding a little bit. That's okay as well. Go on the side, get a little bit of a dry brush. Get my fine point back on my brush. Okay. Like needs a little bit there. There we go. All right, so we have a flower here. Now let's go on to the next one. Let's do this one. All right, this petal is coming out towards us a little bit. So it's going to be a little bit shorter and fatter. Add a little bit like that. Pretty. Good, just kind of going back and forth, putting in some thicker lines and some skinny lines. Make it whatever style you want, but put in just some details to show the shape of that flower. Okay, all right, this one ended up kind of not being very visible, but we're gonna kind of sketch out a side-facing flower here. Just like so. Okay. There we go, there's a flower. We're almost done, a couple more and we'll do some leaves. One good way of getting dry brushing is, one, go on the side of your brush, but two, make quick, deliberate strokes. Just very light and just kind of flick the brush a little bit. Okay, and last one on the corner here. Man, this blue is pretty. Okay, I might put a little bit more color into those flowers in a moment, but I want to move on to some leaves because that's my favorite. And I'm actually going to switch back to this one. We're going to do some big floppy, loose, organic leaves. So taking the Hooker's Green and just going to kind of roll the brush into this paint. And I want to plop some color in. Pretty. I'm just gonna see how this brush likes to move. Okay. A little bit of base there. Pretty. Okay. And put a little one coming off here. Okay, I like it. Okay, I want to do one more thing before we wrap this one up. I don't want this video to be too long, but I want to take my size 10 round and I'm going to take some of this yellow. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing yet, but I want to get just a very, very light wash of this yellow. It's kind of diluted a little bit with another color, but I want to take a very, very light wash of this and kind of place it in some of these petals. Again, kind of on the side of the brush, just kind of dry brushing, just to add a little bit of color to those petals. And if you do this very lightly, it will also dry a little bit lighter even. I don't know, it just felt like it needed a little bit of life to those. Whoa, that was too much. If you get too much, just wash your brush off and put some water down. Just dilute it out. kind of glaze. This is called glazing, where you're doing just a light wash of color on top of painting. I don't know why I felt it needed that, but I like it. So, okay. I think that's where we're gonna stop today. Just some nice lifting techniques with the background. We did some glazing, we did some lines, some floppy leaves, which I love. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap up today's Watercolor Blooms. Thank you so much for all of your patience with me. And our upload schedule has been way off. I really hope that we can get back to it 3 days a week again. But if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us out, especially since we're missing uploads. Any comments, likes that you can do really helps us out. But if you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you want to see our future videos, hit that subscribe button down below, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye. If you know, you know. If you don't, whatever. Shut up, Ashley. My, what is this called?